do our apple cinnamon punch. And we'll get this started, and we're going to go ahead and go on to something else while this is cooking. All right, different little bit of a punch because we're going to get it started and let it cool and go on to our ham recipe. We're going to take a cup of water and a cup of sugar. And you all know the stove is not the fastest stove. I'm sorry, half a cup of sugar. We may have to scoop just a little bit out. No, I think you were probably correct. That might have been, but I really think that's probably more on the cup. Told you I've had a long day. This may be a very sweet punch by the time we're through. We may just have to add a little bit more ginger ale by the time we're through. All right. Then we're going to add our cinnamon red hots. I do too. Kids love them. We're going to let this cook. We're going to bring it to a boil, so it's going to take just a few minutes. We do. And they are actually kind of tucked away. Right now, all we've got is the Brocks. They're kind of tucked right before you get to the Christmas candy. They're not with all that other kind of bagged candy, because today I was thinking, oh my gosh, we've got to have Red Hots somewhere, but they're right there. But we're going to bring this to a boil. So we're going to let this kind of take a few minutes. My stove at home, it would take no time, but as you all know, this stove does take just a little bit longer. Do what? Well, you can have some when this is over. They are wonderful. You can put them on anything. They were so good to eat. Back to our punch, because it is wanting to be made, I guess. It's going to take a couple of steps. All right. The only thing is the candies kind of want to clump up a little bit. Because, of course, you know when you're cooking with sugar and water and making candy, it's kind of what happens sometimes. But it's going to give it that nice, good cinnamon flavor and color. All right. We're going to boil that just a few more minutes. I thought it was really ready to come off, but I think it still lacks a few more. It's seasonal, but we sampled it this weekend, and we are sold out of it for the moment. We sampled it for open house, so we're going to use cranberry ginger ale. So you can interchange those. And cranberry ginger ale is for a limited time also. They actually have had raspberry ginger ale for many, many years, but they kind of stopped making it for a while. And a lot of old recipes called for it, and nobody knew what it was. And then all of a sudden it came back. And we also have now, how many of you all had the new cranberry Sprite? Of course, we have the cranberry Sierra Mist. Cranberry Sprite, it was really good. I really like it. And I like cranberry flavored anything. So you can use that in a lot of different punches this holiday. Okay, this is just about ready to go. I'm going to can't even talk. I'm talking too fast, aren't I? I'm going to pour this in a bowl, and I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator just a few minutes to cool off, so our punch will be ready to go before this evening's over. Okay.
If you can't find the cranberry ginger ale, you can take half cranberry juice, half ginger ale, make your own of that.
Right, and it's just as good. All right, I think we're ready now. Trying to get this to boil just a little bit more. How many of y'all think that's been 5 minutes? I'm thinking it's been about 5 minutes. All right. I'm going to pour this in this plastic bowl that Miss Rhonda, I may regret that very quickly. Might use the glass bowl. I think that might be a good idea. And this is quite hot when this comes out. All right, it smells wonderful. All right, we're going to pop that in here to cool it off real quick. Now, I always chill my ginger ale and my apple juice beforehand. Get everything good and cold, just like any other punch. I love to make punch. Everybody that knows me knows I love to make punch. I could have punch every day. Okay, my mixture's just about cooled. Okay. Let me pull out my ginger ale. All right. Here is our mixture. Kind of looks like Jell-O, don't it? We're going to pour it in the bottom of our punch bowl. All right, it's getting quite thick. Now, we're going to add two liters. Let that not fizz there for just a second. And we're going to add, it says a 46-ounce container, a can, but I'm using a bottle. It's a very small bottle. It's 48 ounces. You can go ahead and put the whole 48 in it. It does not matter. This is a little bit of a different holiday punch. It's pretty and red and festive. At Christmas, you could always hang candy canes around it. You could put ginger snap cookies around a plate underneath it. Ooh. There we go. I've got one more bottle. I know. The kind of day I've had, I just don't want to open it all the way. Because little did you all know, as I was coming up here bringing the ham, I poured the ham juice all the way down my pants leg. Hot ham juice, so. That's right. All right, we're going to pour all of it in there also. All right, stir all that up. This would be good for Halloween because it is quite red. Had an orange punch for Halloween, but I guess this would make a nice Christmas punch.